It is 3 o'clock in the morning and your alarm clock starts screaming. It may be tempting to roll over and go right back to sleep, but you push aside the covers and climb out of bed. You start piling on the layers of camo and grab your orange vest. With a rifle in your hand, you're walking out the door and on your way. A little while later, with Scent-A-Way sprayed all over every inch of your body and the smell of doe estrus on the bottom of your boots, you are creeping through the woods. It is pitch black, and you are avoiding each twig and leaf in order to remain quiet. Soon enough, you are up in a deer stand with hope of having a huge buck come walking on the ground right below you as the day goes on. As the sun finally starts to rise, everything just feels still. It may be the coldest time of the morning, but with the beautiful scenery creeping in through the tops of the trees over the field, it is enough to take your breath away. Do not get me wrong, the amazing feeling of getting a shot at the deer who came walking along is undescribable. However, hunting is not a cruel game like many view it as. A few years back, my older sister was driving her boyfriend home after recently just getting her permit. Out of nowhere, a deer came running across the road, not leaving her enough time to avoid it. This left her shook up and with a damaged vehicle. Just last year, the exact same thing happened to my dad. Thankfully, neither of them were hurt, but this just goes to show how often people are injured due to deer and how overpopulated they can get. There is an estimated 1.5 million deer vehicle collisions each year. This causes around 150 deaths and $1.1 billion in property damage. If hunters were not allowed to shoot deer, there would be even more deer roaming around and walking across roads, allowing for more injuries. It is important to keep the deer population under control, and without hunting, this would not be possible. If you come from a family that hunts like I do, then you can probably relate when I say that there are stacks of deer sausage piled in my freezer. Whether you are the type to go sit and wait patiently in a stand or not, deer sausage is something that many enjoy. Just one deer provides pounds of meat. This allows for plenty of food that has the ability to feed the mouths of you and your family. Maybe even the guy that your family knows who is struggling to feed his children. From the beginning of time, people would hunt for their food, and this sometimes still occurs in today's world. Many go out hunting and have complete intentions on getting the food from this hunt. Each second that I spend out in the woods with my dad, the closer of a bond I have with him. Side by side, all day long, with our eyes peeled on a lookout for that big buck that one of us can shoot. Life completely slows down, and nothing else truly matters in those moments. My dad is not on the phone trying to figure out something work-related, and I am not stressing over school. It is simply just a time where we can spend all day getting closer and doing what we love. No matter how little sleep we've had or lack of movement from the deer, it all equals out to a great day filled with smiling from ear to ear. Therefore, even if in the end I do not get that big buck that I was wishing for, it is still a successful season with my dad. Hunting is not just shivering in the woods at 3 o'clock in the morning or bragging about that buck hung on the wall. It is the experiences my dad gets excited to tell, the life lessons that come along with it, and the memories I share with my father.